Hello people of Tube and welcome back to our response series. I'm Chris.
I'm even the real deal.
Today we're going to respond to, frankly, what a lot of people has responded to, and that is actually Anita Sarkeesian. I've done 3 videos on Anita Sarkeesian. The Amazing Atheist has done hundreds. Sargon has done but everyone talks about Anita Sarkeesian, how big of a dumbass she is, because she is a dumbass. But this is the first time that she's been on our response series. You haven't watched her shit, have you?
No, I haven't.
This is his first time knowing about Anita Sarkeesian. And personally, I know Anita Sarkeesian. I've watched most of her shit. I watched all Amazing Atheist shit on it. And I gotta say, let's just get started.
Here we go.
Well, Madison, what are we waiting for?
Oh, I forgot to mention, the name of this video is Strategic Butt Coverings. It's part of her Tropes versus Women in Video Games.
Oh god, there's gonna be one of these videos.
If you want to get to know a character, learn about their interests, goals, or desires, their butt is probably not going to give you that information. It won't tell you much about who they are or what they're thinking or feeling at any given time. But video game designers often choose to put tremendous focus on the butts of certain characters while going to almost absurd lengths to avoid calling attention to the butts of others.
Stop right there. 1. The first person she was talking about was Lara Croft. Lara Croft has a lot of attention on her ass because she's supposed to be a sexy character that you want to play as. Second, her character is fleshed out. If she was just an ass and a pair of tits, she wouldn't have fucking 20 video games, okay? There's a lot of Tomb Raider games.
Yeah.
And the newest Tomb Raider game, she don't even have an ass. It's just flat. So I don't even want to hear that bullshit. Second of all, she was comparing it to Watch Dogs, which I have Watch Dogs. And the reason why I don't show his ass is because his character is written to be a secret spy. He wears a coat which is long enough to cover his whole body so people don't know who he is. It's part of his arc. It's his character and story.
Yes.
These carefully crafted choices developers make about camera angles and clothing significantly impact how players think about and relate to these characters.
No, they don't. Look, Wet. Okay, I've played Wet, and I've beaten Wet. Her ass did not make me want to play more or less. And it wasn't her ass that made me want to keep playing. It was the story, the characters, and the funny lines in it. Because it's a decent game.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit about her ass. She's just a character.
Third-person games with female protagonists typically display those characters in a way that gives players a full-body view. A classic example of this is the original Tomb Raider games, which are presented from a third-person perspective wherein protagonist Lara Croft's entire body...
I'm sorry, but who wants to fuck a polygon? Like, did you ever look at the original Tomb Raider and say, man, I want to fuck that polygon? I mean, that's what it is. It's not shaped...
To hold you on there, to put you on pause, I'm pretty sure there has been some people that actually...
No, I understand that. But not the original.
I've heard of people actually...
The polygon shape.
Yeah.
Okay,
the world's fucked up, so...
True.
...body is visible. In these early Tomb Raider games, Lara's butt is typically right in the center of the screen. A camera...
Her butt is in the center of the screen because her character stays in the center of the screen. Have you played the PlayStation 1 games? They had to do that because they're fucking shitty controls for all these games.
Orientation which, along with the sexualized clothing the designers choose to outfit her in, places a tremendous amount of emphasis on that part of her body. In dozens of third-person games with playable female characters, the character's butt is brought to the forefront, and that's where the player's focus is directed. In Batman Arkham City, for example...
No! She just used Batman Arkham City. You cannot stare at her ass while trying to jump around the city. I played as Catwoman. It's fucking impossible. because the fucking shit is so precise on where to jump. It's fucking hard.
Yes, you have to focus on like where you're trying to go, and have to
Yeah.
focus at like on other things besides her ass.
I may look down and go, man, she's got a hot ass, but that's it. I'm trying to play the fucking game. Besides, if I wanted to see Catwoman in a sexual manner, I'm just going to go online. You know how many fucking Catwoman porns there are?
Oh.
A lot.
A lot, yes.
Instance, the player's gaze is drawn to Catwoman's behind, which is emphasized by her costume and exaggerated hip sway.
The ceremony. The Sisterhood will never forgive me if I am late.
Golden Axe Beast Rider makes extremely sure that we notice the protagonist's butt just before we take control and start playing. And here in Tomb Raider Underworld, to say that Lara's butt is being emphasized would be putting it mildly.
Incredibly, the carvings are clearly similar to early Germanic design, but this is far older than the 5th century.
And this happens all too often.
Let me pause it there. She showed, fuck. Damn it. Bayonetta, sorry. Showed Bayonetta. I've played Bayonetta. It's a great fucking game.
Yes.
She's supposed to be sexy. That is her character. She is a sexy sultress who uses her beauty as a weapon.
Yes.
Just same as Catwoman. Catwoman, that is just her character and how it's written. If you don't like that, then you don't like the story. It has nothing to do with their butts.
No comment.
Let's contrast the way that women's butts are emphasized with the sometimes absurd lengths taken to cover up or hide men's.
And she shows Assassin's Creed. That is the point. There's 3 points to be made here. 1, men don't want to look at other men's asses. Most of the demographic for video games are male. 2, the reason why a lot of men in video games wear long coats and shit, well, she's showing off stealth characters, which use them to conceal their identity.
Yes.
You don't show a stealth character and then expect me just to be like, oh god, I believe you. I don't see his ass. No, that is a stealth. He uses it to blend in with his environment. The characters you are talking about aren't stealth characters. Lollipop Chainsaw, Bayonetta, X-Blade. They're not stealth games. Those are hack and slash beat 'em ups. You punch, you kick, you shoot. They're not stealth games. Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed are both stealth games made by the same company. I know, I own both of them.
But if some of this footage looks jerky, that's because in some games, trying to get a glimpse of male characters' butts can feel a bit like wrestling with the camera. Common ways men's butts are hidden are by preventing the player from seeing below the character's waistline, or employing a more over-the-shoulder camera angle, which has the added benefit of...
You can't fucking use Gears of War as a standard because the entire... Even when you play the female, it don't show their ass. The camera is positioned at the middle because it's a third-person shooter!
Yeah.
keeping the character's butt safely...
And you can't say Kane and Lynch 2. Have you played Kane and Lynch 2? They show his cock! That is a scene in the game. He's naked, sitting on a chair, and his cock is dangling. And you see his ass too! Are you fucking joking with me?
Right. The most amusing solution is to simply include a cape, tunic, long coat, or very conveniently positioned piece of tattered fabric.
That's because that's
This
their
prevents the
characters!
player from getting a clear or sustained look at the protagonist's butt.
No, it's not to cover their butt. No one looked at him and said, we need to cover his butt. No one said that. They did it because those are cool outfits. They want to make their characters cool. Female characters don't have outfits like that because what makes them cool is a shapely outfit. It fits their figure.
For the purposes of this video, I tried to get a glimpse of Batman's rear end, but it's as if his cape is a high-tech piece of Wayne Industries equipment designed to cover up his butt at all
Yeah,
times.
except for right there when you've seen it right
I
there.
refer to this aspect of a male character's costume as the strategic butt covering.
It's not strategic. It's a cape. Batman has had a cape since the 30s.
Of course, not all games with male protagonists keep the character's butt obscure.
No
or
shit.
unframed.
Actually, a lot don't.
The real issue is one of emphasis and definition. A significant portion of third-person games with female protagonists call attention to those characters' butts in a way that's meant to be sexually appealing to the presumed straight male player. In this regard, the way
You mean like the main demographic of the video game company players? The male demographic? Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. No fucking way.
women's bodies are depicted is significantly different from the way that men's bodies are depicted. There are a few examples of male protagonists who are wearing clothing that calls attention to their butts, but for the most part, men's butts, even when visible in the frame, are de-emphasized. Plenty of male heroes wear baggy pants or jeans.
Because men usually do! Women wear a lot of tight clothing! A lot of women wear fucking yoga pants where their ass looks shaped!
And that's very true. I mean, look at every day. You can see, you know, the majority of females will wear tight clothing.
Yes, in their jeans! Shapes to their ass because women demand that their butt looks shapely. Men usually don't care about their ass. I don't put on a pair of jeans and say, I hope my ass looks good. Because I don't care about my ass. Women care about their ass, Anita. I guarantee you have a tight pair of jeans.
Uncharted's Nathan Drake among them. But nothing about his visual design or the jeans he's wearing encourages you to focus on his butt as some sort of defining aspect of his character. By contrast,
That's amazing. Because here's the thing. Don't look at it then. If you don't want to look at it, don't. Play the fucking game. Honestly, who spends their fucking time staring at an ass on a video game? I'm too busy, I don't know, fucking playing it?
The emphasis on the butts of female characters communicates to players that this is what's important. This is what you should be paying attention to.
No! Playing the fucking game is what you should be paying attention to. Just because they're a nice butt doesn't mean you shouldn't fucking play the game. If we all fucking sat around staring at female characters' ass, none of us would be beating video games. Which means we wouldn't be buying new ones because we'd be too busy staring at fucking old ones of asses. You don't make any sense.
Makes no sense.
It communicates that the character is a sexual object designed for players to look at and enjoy. And by explicitly encouraging
Yeah, you're supposed to enjoy a video game. That is absolutely true.
you to ogle and objectify.
I enjoy both. I enjoy both. Playing as male and female. If the game is good, I enjoy both. Metal Gear Solid 4 is a fucking... I love that game. I recently beat it 3 times in a row. And his ass is right up in your fucking face. You think I'm looking at his ass? No, I'm fucking playing the game. I fucking love Metal Gear Solid. You know, I'm not an idiot.
By the character. The game is implicitly discouraging you from identifying directly with her. Strategic but...
No, it's not! A lot of those games with female characters are really good games, with really well-written characters. Bayonetta is a damn good character with a good story and a good game. You're an idiot.
coverings and camera angles that obscure characters' rear ends are not an accident. They are a conscious decision made with great care, and the flip side of this is that designers often do the opposite when the protagonist is female. This difference in how male and female characters are framed often extends into the advertisements and box covers. Women's butts are front and center.
Anita, who seriously looked at Miss Explosion Man and said, damn, I want that? Are you fucking serious with me? You couldn't use something better than that?
Oh, God.
And it's even become a depressing joke that their bodies are twisted and contorted in uncomfortable or unnatural ways so that their breasts and butt can be visible in the same shot. In contrast, when men are depicted from behind, there's great effort taken to cover up their rear end.
Really? 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 Except for that. That giant ass. Are you fucking shitting me? You literally just proved yourself to be wrong.
Often with other images or shadows. Of course, female characters can also be framed in ways that aren't objectifying. A good example of this is the episodic adventure game Life is Strange, in which the protagonist's butt isn't emphasized or centralized. The camera angles work in conjunction with the story to encourage us to identify with her as a human being.
That's because that's the game! Oh, hey, look, there's her ass.
Sadly, the box art for the third-person action-adventure game Beyond Good and Evil emphasizes and sexualizes Jay's butt. The game itself, however, demonstrates that the Nathan Drake approach of outfitting a character in clothing that doesn't emphasize their butt and not having the camera center it or focus on it can work just as well to humanize female characters as it does for male characters. So to be clear, the solution here is not to simply show more butts of male characters. Equal opportunity butt display is definitely not the answer. Rather, the solution is to de-emphasize the rear ends of female characters so that players are encouraged not to ogle and objectify these women, but to identify and empathize with them as people. This is not an impossible task, given
Yes. Because, you know, I don't emphasize with a girl in a video game because she has a shapely ass. That totally stops me from having any feelings or anything towards her. You know, I didn't feel sorry for, you know, the chick from BioShock Infinite because, you know, she has tits. I didn't feel sorry for her when she went through all that shit in the tower and Booker turned out to be her father and, you know, all that. Nah, didn't feel sorry for her at all because she has a nice pair of tits. Oh, and when Laura was getting wrecked in the new Tomb Raider, you know, getting stabbed through the head by giant spears and almost got raped. Yeah, didn't emphasize with her because she's hot. You know, you just don't emphasize because they have a nice ass. You know, that's not possible. It's not possible to like somebody because you look at the ass. That's fucking ridiculous.
like game designers do this all the time with their male characters. It's time they started consistently doing it with their female characters too.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. If I really have to say anything, really, nobody, it's no one's focus, really, in any video game that they're playing to stare at somebody's ass. Or any sexual features at that. A lot of people that play video games are in it for the story and the graphics. And that's simply it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, story, characters. Well, yeah, like Anita said, if it's a good-looking character with, I guess, a shapely body, you know, Lara Croft, you can't like the game for its characters, and you can't like Laura for her story arcs or character development, because she's hot. You know, there's that. Oh, you can't like Metroid either, because Samus is hot. She has a nice butt. So, you know, how dare you?
I mean, for this woman to go out and kind of talk about this is really and utterly stupid and ridiculous.
Like most of her shit, it's dumb. There's no point to it, and literally no one cares.
Right. But, however, which I'm not really surprised in this whole situation considering that she's a feminist, which, however, it literally says it within her channel name. Did you just fart on my couch?
I did fart.
You fucker.
I farted.
What the fuck?
Anita Sarkeesian led me to fart.
On my damn couch?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
That's the effect of Anita Sarkeesian.
Are you serious?
Yes, yeah.
You just took your shit and it smelled like shit.
I did.
Quite literally.
I know.
About half an hour ago.
It was a big
And
shit.
now you shit on my couch.
Yeah.
The fuck fuck?
It was a nice shit. And that was a good fart.
Oh my god.
Anyway, like I've said before, Nita Sarkeesian, she's... Don't watch her. Please. Peace.
Well, of course I want to say a little bit more, but...
I'm not. I'm done.
But it literally says in her name that she's a feminist because her channel name is Feminist Frequency, I believe.
Yeah.
And for all feminists, now I don't have anything truly against them or anything like that, but for a lot of them, they'll say anything in terms that, oh, this is shameful against all women and it should be boycotted or something like that. It is what they do. And for her, she's one of the more dumber ones. It's utterly ridiculous. So
Yeah, it's a straw man argument. And it's no point.
yes.
It's just stupid.
Yes, it's utterly ridiculous.
Oh, look, a guy's wearing a costume. Oh, look, this chick has a nice butt. You can't like her because she's got a nice butt. Fuck that. Join us for our next video. Peace the fuck out.
Yeah, so till next time, peace.